WNBA star Brittney Griner, who is expected to arrive back in Texas after her release from Russian custody. Griner's release came in a surprise announcement from the White House this morning. She was serving just the start of a 9-year sentence in one of Russia's worst female prisons. Video from Russian state TV shows the moments the WNBA player boarded a flight home 10 months after her arrest. Matt Doherty live right now at Kelly Field. That's at Joint Base San Antonio, where Brittney Griner will arrive at some point this evening. Matt?
Yeah, Lynn, tonight we're getting to see a little bit of the start of Brittney Griner's trip back home. A few hours ago, Russia's state media released some of this video on Twitter. Now, the video begins with shots of Griner leaving the penal colony where she started serving a 9-year prison sentence. Later, Griner appears to board a Russian plane while it's still dark outside. Inside the plane, Griner is asked questions in Russian, then English. When asked how she feels, she says happy with a smile. Then she's asked if she knows where she's going. She says no. A man tells her in English she is going home to the U.S. and Griner was imprisoned in Russia for almost 300 days. She was convicted of drug smuggling following a Russian court trial in August. Griner testified she mistakenly packed cannabis oil in her luggage. This morning, President Biden announced her release was part of a prisoner swap. Convicted arms dealer Viktor Bout was released to Russia as part of the deal. Now, you remember several months ago, former veteran Marine Trevor Reed came home from Russia to this same landing strip here in San Antonio. He spent some time at BAMC here at the medical hospital in San Antonio. We expect the same thing to come for Brittney Griner as well. Of course, we're going to keep following the story and follow her return to the U.S. later tonight on KHOU 11 at 10. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you. Going to be quite an event when she lands in San Antonio tonight.
Marcelino Benito continues our team coverage. Now, Marcelino, the city of Houston certainly celebrating Griner's return.
Well, that's right, Mia. Brittney Griner is a hometown star here in our city, and behind us, the city is already paying tribute to her release. You can see City Hall is lit up in red, white, and blue.
Bring Brittney Griner home now!
For months, calls echoed across Texas and at rallies in Houston.
Bring Brittney home!
To get Brittney Griner released from Russian detention. This morning, it finally happened.
It's the best Christmas present ever.
Debbie Jackson coached Griner at Nimitz High School, has stayed in touch through the years and her career in the WNBA. She says the last 9 months were a terrible ordeal and was shocked at news of her release.
I was actually asleep and the phone rang and I picked it up and I was just overjoyed. I was ready to get out of bed and jump up and down. It's so exciting. It's just the best news ever.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has been pushing the Biden administration for months to do whatever it took to get Griner home.
It showed her stamina, her determination, her love for this country, and that she was truly wrongfully detained. Because we had this ability to do this swap months ago. And I want to applaud the Biden administration, particularly President Biden, who said to us directly that he was not going to forget Brittney Griner.
For her friends and fellow WNBA stars,
we missed her and we're so happy that this moment is here.
It's been a long road too. WNBA star Chiny Aguamica grew up in Houston with Griner. They played basketball together since they were 10 years old.
I mean, my heart is just racing and so happy, and I feel so joyful because our sister is finally free. This is a huge moment for everyone who has shown compassion, who have shown empathy for our WNBA sister over the last 294 days since Brittney Griner was wrongfully detained.
Those who know and love Griner can't wait to have her back on U.S. soil.
I was with her right now. She'd get the biggest hug ever. And I love you. And we're so happy you're back.
Now, everyone we talked to today obviously overjoyed at Brittney Griner's release, but well aware that there are still Americans being held captive in Russia and other countries around the world. Brittney Griner's family and friends vow to keep speaking out to make sure those Americans get a chance to come home, too. Back to you.
That's right. The fight for others is far from over. Marcelino Benito tonight. Thank you.
Another American prisoner in Russia, Paul Whelan, who was convicted of spying, remains behind bars. He's been held for 4 years. In a phone call, Whelan said he doesn't understand why he is still in custody. CBS News learned Griner was the only American prisoner Russia offered in a swap. Griner for arms dealer Viktor Bout. CBS's Margaret Brennan speaking with our Stephanie Simmons about the deal.
And I have to point out here, Stephanie, that there was great upset, in particular from the law enforcement officials who had helped capture Bout. He is so high profile, and this was a strong card for the Biden administration to play here.
Watch our entire interview with Margaret Brennan on KHOU 11 Plus and streaming on our website.